It's Christmas Day. So I'm saying Merry Christmas to you by listening to my favourite and mildly depressing Christmas themed tune, Gordon Lightfoot's Circle of Steel. Hey, welcome to Acting is Reacting, and I'm dropping this video on Christmas Day itself, but whenever you're watching it, I hope you had a great one, and I hope I did too, because it's still 10 days away for me at this point of recording, so yeah, fingers crossed. But this song from Canadian legend, the late great Gordon Lightfoot, is a great one about those less fortunate than probably most of us involved in watching this video, who have things bad most of the time and even worse in the holiday season. It also, on a personal note, completely rounds off my first year on YouTube, as I've been looking at albums from 1974 all year long for their 50th anniversaries. It's, yep, a 50-year flashback. 50-year flashback. It's still happening next year, it's just with a different year. Anyway, this is from Gord's Sundown album from '74, and it was the first album I gave my random foreplay treatment way back in January. This song didn't come up then, so here it is now. Sadly, still just as relevant today in 2024 as it was when first released 50 years ago. And whether or not you've heard it before, it's worth us taking 3 minutes of reflection on this most joyous of days, I hope. So here is Gordon Lightfoot and Circle of Steel. I'll talk about that recorder intro at the end.
Rows of lights in a circle of steel, where you place your bets on a great big wheel. High windows flickering down through the snow. A time you know, sights and sounds of the people going round. Everybody's in step with the season. A child is born to a welfare case, where the rats run around like they own the place. The room is chilly, the building is old. That's how it goes. The doctor's found on his welfare rounds, and he comes and he leaves on the double. Deck the halls was the song they played in the flat next door, where they shout all day. She tips her gin bottle back till it's gone. The child is strong. A week, a day, they will take it away, for they know about all her bad habits. Christmas dawns and the snow lets up, and the sun hits the handle of her heirloom cup. She hides her face in her hands for a while. Says, look here, child, your father's pride was his means to provide, and he's serving 3 years for that reason. Rows of lights in a circle of steel, where you place your bets on a great big wheel. High windows flickering down through the snow. A time you know, sights and sounds of the people going round. Everybody's in step with the season.
Here we are, Gordon Lightfoot's Circle of Steel, a masterfully written song, as just about everything he ever wrote was. The opening closing verse is, all about everybody going around being happy and cheerful because it's the holiday season, and then the meat of the song is looking into that life of the less fortunate family, with the father in prison because of who knows exactly what, but probably stepping up to somebody who said the wrong thing to him at the wrong time. Doctors coming and going, mum's sinking the booze down her throat, and the child just coping with everything because children are resilient. Yeah, I mean, it's powerful stuff all packed into 3 very nicely arranged little minutes. So I do hope you enjoyed that, and if you did, make sure to give this video a like. Yay! Personally, I have loved this song from a very young age, before I really knew what was going on in the story. I possibly related before that Gord's Gold was my second album that I ever bought with my own money, when I was 6 or 7, chosen partly so I could have my own copy of the song. Pretty sure that that recorder intro was one of the reasons that this had appeal, because I was learning recorder as my first instrument, and it doesn't crop up prominently on a lot of pop rock recordings, if you hadn't noticed. So it kind of gave it some validation. Jack Zaza was playing the recorder and the French horn, utility ace on this track. So yeah, it proved to me that the recorder was a real instrument. Though of course I did move on to piano and then later sax. And actually, my sax tutor was a massive advocate of the recorder as an instrument, and no, he never convinced me either. Anyway, so I just wanted to share that song with you on my first YouTube Christmas. Hope you enjoyed it, like I say, and happy Christmas to you once more, and the same for the new year. Meanwhile, if you want to see me reacting to those other 4 songs from the Sundown album that I heard in my earliest YouTube days back in January, well, you can pop to one side of my head right now, or there's something much more recent on the other side. So I will just say bye for now, but not for long.
Acting is reacting. This does not mean acting again.